Welcome to the Top 25 Leading Women Entrepreneurs event. Congratulations to all of the honorees. My name is Morgan Taylor. I'm one of the producers for tonight's virtual event, and I'd like to start us off by introducing the CEO and founder of LWE. Linda Welbrock is a trailblazer, power player, and catalyst for change who has spent the past decade advancing women entrepreneurs and executives in ways that create avenues for their ultimate success. Linda is a Wall Street alumni, a serial entrepreneur, and creator of the LWE platform, which has highlighted the efforts and accomplishments of the most influential, diverse, and innovative women in the country. Linda is a visionary who has given her outstanding platform a more global twist by creating entrepreneurial retreats in countries as diverse as Norway, Ireland, Cuba, Spain, and the next one in Aruba on January 14th, 2022. Linda is an NJ Biz Lifetime Achievement recipient, top 50 women in business, and subject matter expert who has been featured by media organizations such as Women's Day, New Jersey Monthly Magazine, NJ Biz, The Star Ledger, Newsweek, and Fox 5, to name a few. Let's welcome Linda Welbrock.
Welcome, everyone. We have such a magnificent event planned for all of you. And I just want to start tonight by thanking all of you for coming here and celebrating these amazing women as we recognize the top 25 leading women entrepreneurs and executives of New Jersey. So tonight is really about female endurance and fortitude. And we are going to be recognizing the stories and the sentiments of women that have shaped our great state through their innovations and through advocacy for women. Each honoree here tonight embodies the inner strength, the perseverance, and the determination necessary to rise above the challenges of life, especially after COVID-19. So I want to start this evening by kind of giving us a snapshot of what has happened and what we should be really proud of. As we enter the fourth quarter of 2021, after one of the most unprecedented times and challenging times in our lifetimes, let's reflect on tonight's theme about lessons from leaders and bring to light what we have learned and how we have survived and thrived. So I want you to take great pride in some of the facts that I'm about to share. We just celebrated the 100th anniversary of the passage of the 19th Amendment, guaranteeing and protecting women's constitutional right to vote. Today, women have one of the most strongest voices in American history. And at this very moment, we have the first female vice president, who is also the highest ranking female official in US history, as well as the first African American and first Asian American vice president. Women's economic impact is stronger than ever before as well. The return on invested capital is 66% higher in firms with strong female representation. And today I stand honored and humbled to be in the company of so many Jersey girl women that are exceptional women entrepreneurs and corporate executives. So I just want to start with another huge congratulations. I know recognizing our accomplishments as women is something that we don't always give ourselves the time and credit to do. So tonight is your night, and I hope you enjoy it and pat yourself on the back and virtually cheer for yourself and for others. So before we begin, I just want to give you a snapshot of what you can expect over the next 45 minutes or so. You may have experienced a little bit of table hopping on this exceptional virtual event platform. And I hope that you continue that after the award ceremony. You can jump around to 3 different tables. There's a welcome table. There's an open networking table where you should introduce yourself and get to know other women and their businesses. And this is your virtual networking opportunity. And then there are smaller discussion tables that we call breakout tables. So if you want to have a private discussion or go into deeper conversation with someone, there's smaller tables that you can hop around to. I mean, how cool is this platform, right? I think we're all a little zoomed out. So I'm happy to give the next level of, of an event here. So after I give my welcoming remarks, we're going to hear from our special guest speaker, who I'm honored to have here tonight, Maggie Cook. Get a Kleenex once you hear her story. It's just amazing. So we're thrilled to have her. We do hope that you received your award in the mail. We're also encouraging you to take some award selfies at home and then email them to the Leading Women Creative team so that we can use them after the event and on our social media. If you can put them in the chat box, that would be even more fun. And we also encourage you to, chat in the chat box. If you have questions, there's a whole team of people who are here to help you navigate this new system. And without further ado, we will go into the formal event. So again, that chat box is there for a tool. So I can't go any further without thanking our partners and our lead sponsors. I just want to thank all of them, which include Cone Resnick, TD Bank, NJ Biz, Morgan Lewis, PNC Bank, Team Relizant, my entire team. Without them, this very technical event wouldn't be possible. So I hope that you click on the sponsor boards that are all outlined around the event. And if you do, you're going to click onto their websites and actually get the contact person if you're interested in talking about business or connecting with them after the event. So again, those sponsor billboards are there for you to use. And I want to go into a little bit of a background for those of you who are new to Leading Women and have never been to one of our events. Our mission is really to recognize women who excel in innovation and advocacy for women. It's our great joy to celebrate women who are unwavering in their in their commitment to achievement. And simply put, without all of these women and without all of you, the world would be a lesser place. So I want to look at this list of women that we're honoring here tonight. And just again, virtual round of applause. You can check out our hashtags if you want to post on social media. But my favorite part of the year is getting to know the women who get honored a little bit better. And I hope that you take the time to go onto our YouTube channel and watch their entire videos. We're going to give you a little bit of a highlight tonight. But it's an incredible group, and I thank you for inspiring me personally and inspiring everyone around you with your great work. So again, part of the Leading Women Entrepreneurs mission is to raise the visibility platform for diverse leaders. And we do that for a lot of different reasons. A, we know that no one can do business with you if they don't know that you exist. It's simple, but profound. So we want people to know that you're an authority in your field to help you grow your businesses and your brands. But we also want to tell your stories to inspire the next generation of leaders to come, right? We want them to say, oh, she did this really cool business thing. Maybe I could do something like that too. So we have honored over 600 gifted and talented women as top 25 leading women entrepreneurs and executives at Emmy-like awards like this one. They used to be in person with hundreds of people, but this is the next best thing and certainly the safest thing. But it is our mission to continue raising that visibility platform. And we've partnered with a lot of different media outlets. For those of you who haven't picked up the most recent issue of NJ Biz, we have a very impressive section in there on our honorees tonight. These are two of them here. And I encourage you to look for the online link or pick up your copy so that you too can read about their incredible stories. To continue our mission of raising the visibility platform, I'm really excited. I'm going to be launching our first book called Lessons from Leaders, where we are going to be talking about women who have leveled up in health and business, women who are forging their own paths and thriving. And I think this is really cool about women who are leaders who are talking about what's next, especially given this really historic time in surviving a pandemic. So I encourage all the honorees to reach out to us to see how you too can get into this book. And I want to encourage an interactive program tonight. If you have a lesson that has really been meaningful for you, if you could share it in the chat box tonight, that would be really great. You might make the forward in this book. So feel free to share with us a lesson that has been impactful to you. And I know someone else is going to be sharing her top leadership lessons, and that's why Maggie Cook is the perfect guest speaker for us tonight, because she has leveled up as a leader in so many different ways. She's going to share her incredible journey with us today and her backstory on how she became a serial entrepreneur and now how she is living her dream by helping more entrepreneurs and teams discover their hidden personal power so that they too can increase revenue and grow consistently. Now, Maggie is also an author, and you're going to hear the story. She sold her salsa company for over $200 million to Campbell's. And so she's encouraging all of you to put your leadership lessons in the chat field too, to be more interactive. And the person that is the most interactive is actually going to win her very famous salsa recipe and a copy of her book that she's going to personally autograph. So I'm going to invite Maggie up to the stage, but while she's coming up here, because it's a big virtual walk, we are going to play her backstory.
My name is Magdalena de la Cruz Garcia. I am the founder of Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Thank you for being here. And I'm so honored to be in front of you to share my story. And today I want to talk to you about the three leadership lessons for success that have worked for me in my life and have given me tremendous opportunities to become even more successful. First, I want to start by talking about how important it is that you recognize and understand that as a leader, everything that you do emanates from you. So if you have a great company, if you have a great culture, it's because you as a leader started it and everything emanates from you. It's the law of reciprocity in action. What you put out always comes back in. And that's what you have to remember as a leader. And, you know, some of the things that I practice, even from being in the orphanage, has been to be very mindful about myself and my circumstances and how I kept myself with a mentality. And I had no idea I was going to become a leader, but I had this mentality, this mindset of for success, even at that early age, that I just focused on it until I achieved it, even up to this day. You know, I'm 41 years old, and I'm uh, so thankful and grateful for all the opportunities that have come my way. And now I'm able to share them with you guys. So I'm just going to get started and talk about the three leadership lessons that really helped me and made a whole difference in my life. First, as a leader, you have to remember to be resilient. This means that if you truly care about what you do, you, no matter what the circumstances are, you're able to keep moving forward. No matter what holds you back, you keep moving forward. You have the ability to bend, but not break. Some of the characteristics, well, I'm going to talk first about being a leader as far as starting my company. You know, 1 year when I started my company, I went from being homeless to making $12,000 a year to selling the company, or to making $1.9 million just with Whole Foods. But what I want to talk about here is resilience. You know, I got 90 rejections from supermarkets that would tell me no. You know, I had friends tell me, you should quit, you're not making any money. I had supermarkets tell me, or companies that make products like mine, oh, you should quit, they're not going to listen to you, you're nobody. And so just by the act of resiliency, and no matter what came my way, I always try to figure out another way to make my dreams a reality. And that's precisely what I did. And what happened from there, you know, Whole Foods is the one that said yes to me because I didn't quit. And because I was in Whole Foods, now all the supermarkets wanted to have me in their shelves. And that's really how it grew into a multi-million dollar business. And some of the characteristics of resiliency is self-belief. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your company, your products, your services, your people. That's one thing that I had, because I knew that I had a niche product, a fresh salsa that wasn't really popular back then. And I knew it was so special that if I just had people try it, they would want it. And so that's part of, you know, having believe in yourself and your company. You must have that. The other characteristic is mental attitude. No matter what happens, if you can adapt this kind of thinking, it's going to change everything for you. If something bad happens to you, you always think, if not this, then something better. That's one of the reasons I'm here talking to you today, because when I broke my collarbone in Mexico, my caregiver, who's a doctor, told me that my dreams were over, but I believed there was something better. And as a result, we came to America in a bus with my 68 brothers and sisters, and to a picnic. We got invited to a picnic, and there was a coach at the University of Charleston. She saw me play, and that's why I'm here speaking to you. Now, the second lesson that has helped me tremendously is you have to be resourceful. So when you're resourceful, your mind will never stop until you get the thing that you want to achieve. All the resources that you have are within you: creativity, the passion, everything that you need. You know, just from being in the orphanage, I became resourceful. This was my original knife that I used to hunt with. We went for weeks without food. This is the same knife that I dig that cave to create a space for meditation and being present and being away from all that, the chaos and all the suffering. So some of the characteristics of a resourceful mindset is focus. You have to be laser sharp focus into what you want to achieve. It's like, you know, you want something really badly and you put in your action board, and then you go out and you see that thing that you never recognize. That's how you recognize. Then you take massive action of those things. The other characteristic of a resourceful mindset is creativity and innovation. You have to be able to be creative and innovate. Another characteristic that I want to share with you is EQ. When you work on your EQ, emotional intelligence, and it becomes so higher, you rate high on that scale, that could be the greatest gift that you could ever have, because then you are able to grow a culture like I grew mine. And I think that was born from me out of being in a place where there's a lot of suffering. And I said to myself, I do not want to repeat those things that I'm seeing. So I actually test really high in emotional intelligence. And some of the things, some of the characteristics of emotional intelligence are self-awareness, emotions, right? Of your emotions, self-management. This means that you're able to manage yourself and not react to circumstances that are happening in a negative way. Social awareness, relationship management. These are the types of things that you need to know and understand. Obviously, I'm not able to go into these in detail today, but I just wanted to share that how important it is to have to grow your EQ. Third, you have to be relentless. This means that you never stop until you achieve your goal. You figure out a way, even where there seems to be no way, and then you take massive action. But then you ask yourself, why? Why be resilient, resourceful, and relentless? Well, the answer is in the why. The question is, why are you here in this time and space? Why do you do what you do? That is the biggest question that you can answer yourself, because if you're not in your purpose and your why, you need to get out of what you're doing and find your why. Do a discovery or rediscovery. One of the things that I did was when I started my salsa company is I needed 20 people to make salsa for Whole Foods. And I went to the Small Business Administration, and they sent me to the state, and the state said, oh yeah, we'll have 20 people for you in the morning. And I said, great. And so I met with them. I put them in the room, and I said, hey guys, this is my name is Maria Magdalena de la Cruz Garcia. I have an awesome pico de gallo de salsa, and Whole Foods wants it. Look, Whole Foods wants it. And we're going to be the largest salsa company in the United States and maybe the world. And you guys are going to help me take it there. And they were all excited. And so we started production and everything. Every day around lunch, I would buy them pizza or something to eat, and we would discuss how we could grow production. And one of those times, this man stayed behind and didn't go in. He was an African-American. And I said, what's up? And he says, oh, Maggie, I just wanted to say thank you so much. Nobody else would hire me. I just came from prison and I did this, and that. And I was like, la, 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 la. I don't want to know. I think you're awesome. Let's just go back to work. So I went and called the state. And I said, hey, you sent me someone from prison. And they said, yeah, everybody's from prison that you got. And I was like, oh my God, but they were the best working people I ever had. Why? Because I married them to my why. Because they became a part of something greater. When you become a part of something greater, people are willing to do and cooperate and grow your company and have that EQ to make what you're trying to build a great, great success. Now, my why was to prove my father wrong. And it was based on fear. It was based on fear because he told me that I would never amount to anything, that I would die in prison and with AIDS because I came out to him as gay. He never recognized my success until a week before he died. He actually wrote me a letter. And it's right here. Unfortunately, I don't have time to read it today, maybe another time. But my rediscovery was I had nobody to please. And I knew that salsa was just a stepping stone for something greater. And because of the actions that I've done and everything that's turned out in my life to be positive, I've been able to create contribution to rescue these kids in Mexico and create other nonprofits that help people. And I just want to say that I know that I'm a little bit out of time, but it's so important to remember every single day is a reset. Every single day is a new start. Write down the things that are the most important things that empower you. If it's your morning routine, whatever it is, make sure you remember why are you here, because you are much more powerful than you think you are. And you're here today with a purpose. There are no accidents. Thank you so much for having me here today. And I just wanted to say congratulations to all the honorees. Thank you so much.
I mean, seriously, Maggie, there's no words. You're such an inspiration to all of us. And I can't thank you enough for sharing your leadership lessons. I just am so honored to have you as a speaker here. If anybody wants to speak with Maggie, I know it's Maggie Cook what's the, I know it's going to go into the chat field, but MaggieCook.com, is it? Or how can they?
Maggie with 1G. And by the way, everybody, if you are interested, I have an ebook. It's 3rs.maggiecook.com, and it's a free download. You can download that. It'll talk about the 3 R's that I just spoke about in detail. So yes.
Yes. So we need to spread Maggie's stories, because a story like that lets us believe and know that anybody can do anything that they set their mind to. And so reach out to Maggie if you have events. I love you, and I can't thank you enough for being with us today. And now on to our award ceremony. Well,
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Maggie. So now it is the time we've all been waiting for. And I wish that I was in a room full of people with you together. But since I can't be, I am going to remind you, if you're celebrating with family and friends and you have some sort of cocktail party going, because I know a couple of you do, please take pictures. We will celebrate with you in spirit. And then we are going to put together quite the newsletter for after this and send them to our creative manager, Linda Speak at LWE World. So the way that this goes is I spent a significant time of the year interviewing all of the honorees. We have the Leading Women TV YouTube channel, again, if you want to see the full interviews, but we're going to start with montage number 1, and we're going to showcase 5 at a time. So enjoy. Right? How amazing are they? So please, again, applaud virtually on the social media handles or here in the chat box. But I do want to start by just giving you a little bit of a summary of some of the ladies that you just saw. Our first honoree is an award-winning TV personality, host, show creator, and executive producer of Wake Up with Marcy, a talk show all about empowerment. She inspires viewers every week and spreads hope and happiness. Please congratulate Marcy Hopkins. Marcy was also featured in NJ Biz in October, and her leadership lesson, as you can see here, is put your life into action by healing, breaking cycles, and reinventing. Congratulations, Marcy. Our next honoree, after spending time managing events in the healthcare industry, Sandy Coe is now a senior analyst and principal of Customer Contact Week with Customer Management Practices. She spearheads CC Women, a community of women to find solutions to the many challenges that women face in the workplace. Congratulations, Sandy. She too was featured in NJ Biz, and her leadership lesson is be a disruptor. I love that word. Thank you, Sandy, and congratulations. Next, Shelley Kuntz of Novartis. Join me in congratulating her, where she serves as the Associate Director of Human Resources, providing invaluable career advice and mentorship. Congratulations, Shelley. Great, and now we are going to move on to montage number 2 and get ready to be inspired again with the next group of women. You know, that virtual clapping coming on with that fun music is much better than just silence. And I have to credit my leadership coach, Teresa Colinari, who is the founder of Courageous Leadership. I'm going to just ask her to share her information on there. And we get hopefully some dance parties going on at home. So our first group of women that we saw on the montages, the Dream Team, Nicole Balucos and Carissa Jordan, the founders of Benjamin together to ensure kids will be financially fit. Take a Google on Benjamin Talks. It's great. Or look at their long video and congratulate Nicole and Carissa. Our next honoree, it's a pleasure to introduce Paige Bratton, who is the founder and CEO of Seaworthy Patches. for her innovation and her innovative work in developing an adhesive patch for children who fight blindness. And as you heard, after her own father underwent chemo, she realized that the patch could also help as a chemo port cover, and created a sister company called Port Worthy. Congratulations, Pat. Amazing. Paige, not Pat. Congratulations. Amazing work. And we're honored to have you in this class. Next, with over 30 years of HR experience, Laura Cruthers Osborne founded Cruthers Consulting in 2010 to guide business leaders and HR executives as they navigate the myriad of challenges to growing and evolving. Laura proves that women have what it takes to succeed. And Laura, too, was featured in NJ Biz. She leaves us with a great leadership lesson. Achieve a clear vision as you face challenges by focusing on people, practices, and strategic advantages. So true. Thanks, Laura, and congratulations. Last but not least, in this group of montages, we have Kim Crotty of Human Resources Consulting. When it comes to making connections, you want to make sure you have the very best at your side. Please join me in congratulating Kim and give all those ladies a round of applause. And I see that people are commenting. That's fantastic. Keep the interactive event going here as we move on to montage number 3. I'm sorry, I'm loving that music. So our next honoree that you just saw took her 15 years of experience in clinical genetics and set out to help people find meaning, and then founded Find Genetics. Please congratulate Ushta Devar Kentinwala. Making an impact on the travel industry for over 20 years, Sari Freeman, the founder and CEO of Passages of Distinction, ensures your dream becomes your reality. Congrats, Sari. The secret to success often lies in powerful partnerships. Jennifer Gilman of Gilman Strategic Group took her 12 years of law firm practice and 10 years as a legal recruiter to become the law firm matchmaker. Congratulations, Jen. And Dr. Regina Hampton is a board certified cancer surgeon and primary care mastectomy fitter. She co-founded Cherry Blossom Intimates, a world-class breast health facility and intimates boutique, so that every woman looks and feels beautiful. Congrats, Dr. Hampton. Taking on something as important as wealth planning for others is a huge responsibility and an incredible gift. Congratulations to Michelle Heidi of Michelle Heidi and Associates, who brings a wealth of financial expertise to her clients. And Michelle was also featured in NJ Biz, and her leadership lesson is live by your core values. Hers are integrity, collaboration, passion, efficiency, growth, and community. Thank you, ladies. You're amazing. I love watching your videos. I'll say it again. The full videos are on the Leading Woman TV YouTube channel. You can reshare them all over the place and enjoy. It's like watching another good Netflix series. So on to montage number 4. I can make your hands clap. I said I can make your hands clap. Okay, we now honor Laura Longman of Princeton Area Community Foundation. As the Chief Financial Officer, Laura creates permanent charitable funds for their communities. Congratulations, Laura. Lisa Marks Canty is the co-founder and president of Nest Global Solutions. Congratulations on an outstanding champion in strategic business, process engineering, technology, and process improvement. Our next honoree is the VP of Social Responsibility and Talent Development at Windham Hotels and Resorts. Thanks for making an impact in the field of HR leadership in diversity and inclusion programs. Please congratulate Mari Marquis Thomas with all of us. A renowned expert in her field, Marianne Pagano is the CEO and co-founder of Black Hawk Data. Marianne has over 20 years of experience and proven ability to drive business outcomes. Congratulations, Marianne. And the last woman on this montage, fulfilling the company's vision to inspire healthy habits for real life for everyone, Kimberly Salerno, the VP of Quality Engineering at WW, formerly known as Weight Watchers, is making a difference in global health and wellness. Congratulations to Kimberly. So we have one more montage, and then that's it. We can still continue to network, but brace yourself for the last one. How great was that, right? So a voice for the solo entrepreneur, Avani Sarkar founded Madi Toys, a proud family-owned small business that aims to instill appreciation for cultural through Indian toys, books, and gifts. Congratulations, Avani. Next, throughout her distinguished career, first as a lieutenant in the United States Navy, and now head of professional strategy at Bausch & Lomb, Dr. Jill Saxon has made a name for herself as an outstanding leader and strategist. Please congratulate Dr. Saxon. She also was featured in NJ Biz, and her leadership lesson is build the next generation of leaders through mentorship. How true is that? Next, empowering women to achieve economic independence. Please honor Caroline Sayin, the president of the board of directors at Dress for Success. Next, we honor Tamisha Smith, the president and CEO of Dunbar Center Incorporated. Tamisha is serving the needs of the medically underserved population in Newark and the nation's greater Northeast. Congratulations, Tamisha. And our last honoree is Melissa Stosic of Dot Lab, a woman's healthcare technology company. She is on a mission to advance women's healthcare through the development of breakthrough technologies and ensure women better outcomes. Absolutely amazing. I'm just so honored to be able to share your stories and your work and your determination. Such bold, visionary women that we have in the class of 2021. I appreciate everybody here who's come to be cheerleaders for us. I do want to remind you that, again, you have a few more minutes to get your lessons into that chat field. And if Maggie picks you, you're going to get that recipe for her salsa. Hopefully she can throw it to me too, because I'm really curious what's in it. But there is an opportunity, if you're interested, to reach out to us. My team is going to put our contact information in the chat field. Our next event, for those of you who are interested in an in-person event, which is my favorite thing to do, it's on November 19th at the Grain House. We're working with one of our sponsors from Morgan Lewis. He's also an author, written a book called Leadership from Within. And we're going to be doing a leadership, meditation, and wellness workshop. There's a lot of great exhibit booths there. So hopefully you can join. You can register at lweworld.com, or they just put the Eventbrite link in the chat field. Our next recognition event is going to be on, when is this? November 8th, honoring some of the biggest leaders in the state of New Jersey who were a force for change during this pandemic. This is honoring men, yes, you heard it, women and companies that have been a force for change during the pandemic. If you want to come and network and cheer some other honorees on, we encourage you to join us in a similar event like tonight. And last but not least, if you want to be in the Lessons from Leaders book, we are hosting our next retreat to beautiful Aruba in January. So you know it's going to be freezing cold, and you know it's probably going to be snowing. And yes, I have a block of room, so you don't have to worry about it. But you have to sign up by November 10th. So we're going to be doing interviews and photo shoots and all sorts of fun things. We already have about a group of 10. So if you're interested in joining, please reach out to my team directly. And it's going to be impactful and fun. And where else are you going to come out and author in Aruba? So lastly, you know, when women work, I want to leave with one of my favorite leadership quotes. And that is, when women work alone, they have power. But when women work together, they have impact. And this organization is all about lifting each other up personally and professionally, and working together and co-creating and becoming a unified voice for how we can all elevate. So I would love for you to raise your champagne glasses if you have them in your homes. And if not, hopefully the next time we do an event together, we can really toast. But remember, you're shining your light, and that is making a huge impact on our communities, on our state, on our nation. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, you're a personal inspiration, and to keep up the good work. Thank you for being a part of the class of 2021 Top 25 Leading Women Entrepreneurs. Okay, congratulations, everyone. You're welcome to continue to network for a little while if you'd like to hop around still. We're not going to close this down until 7:15-ish. So much fun tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you're inspired.